Welcome, everybody, to episode 1 of The Entrepreneur, Missing Circles. Now, what do I mean by that? Missing Circles does not describe a drawing course or something related to design. Actually, yes, I want to help you to design your entrepreneurial life. But the missing circles are the circles which you do have as an employee. What you have around you are your co-workers, you have your boss, you have the legal department, you have HR, you have the board. So many circles around you who mostly protect you most of the time. But as an entrepreneur, if you start your own business, from day one, these circles are all gone. You are alone out there. Ooh, sounds scary, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Entrepreneurship also provides freedom to choose, freedom to create, freedom to decide, freedom to go on a vacation whenever you want. So the missing circles have also the advantages. Where there's light, there's shadow. Now the circles at a company when you work as an employee mean that you have also rules and regulations you have to follow. But as an entrepreneur, you have the freedom to create your own circles around you through networking, through entrepreneurial contacts, networking evenings, unions, syndicates, not in the sense that you go out and say, I want to have a higher salary. No, unions or networking circles in relation to lobbying. So you can have a voice, a common voice, to create common interests and express these interests in the media, to the general public, wherever. Missing circles mean also that you are everything in one. Remember this famous song from Whitney Houston, I'm every woman, it's all in me. So entrepreneur, the song should mean I'm every person, every employee, it's all in me. You are manager because you manage your own time schedule. You are the HR person because you decide how much you will earn, how much you will take away from the month to your own pocket, how much you leave your account, what you put aside for your pension planning, plus. And you're also HR manager because you decide when you say, today it's done, it's too much for the work, I'm going home, or I stop working now and I enjoy my evening. Or you say, I'm not going home at all, or not stop working at all, I work to the night. And no one will stop you from doing that. No security guard, no HR, no time restrictions. You don't have to punch in, punch out, whatsoever. You are also your own trainer, educator, motivator. As an employee at companies, especially at big corporations, you often get guests into the house, like corporate motivators, speaker trainers, media trainers. I'm one of them. And they train you on the job and help you to do your job properly. But this you have to do yourself again. Or you pay external experts who train you. But as an entrepreneur, the budget is quite limited to spend on these because these services are quite pricey, as you know, as you can imagine. Also, as an entrepreneur, your own financial department, because you manage your finances alone. Of course, you can get external help like an accountant, financial advisor, financial planner. But again, these services cost money. And as an entrepreneur, you don't like to pay for every service. So, especially in the first 2 years, you have to save money everywhere, at every corner. I founded 3 companies in my life, and I know what I'm talking about. Turning around every dollar, planning every spending, every business trip, commuting, luncheons, dinners. It's like a gigantic chess game you face every single day. Now, already the roles we mentioned were HR manager, financial planner, motivator. You're your own boss. I like this concept from the German army, which says inner leadership is the mantra of every soldier. Let me explain. External leadership means, for example, if you achieve a big success and then you have to get back on the ground with both feet again to stay realistic so you don't flip out or you become too euphoric. Your boss might call you to his office or her office and says, see, you have to get back to page 0 again and start from scratch because you achieved something big, you scored high, but also I must see the balance of the team in relation to the co-workers, so don't overdo it, please. The inner leadership is the inner voice which tells you, for example, I was on a business trip for the last 2 weeks, now it's time to get back to the office, to my desk, go over the paperwork, sort out invoices, pay the invoices on time, answer emails and so on. So this is the inner leadership. You must tell yourself what to do. Do what is right, avoid what is wrong. Very important in entrepreneurship. And these missing circles, by the way, are never or very rarely communicated in entrepreneur seminars or entrepreneurial books or advisory sessions for people who set up their own business. And I find this criminal, to be honest, because 90% of advisory in relation to entrepreneurship is based on money. There's too much time invested and too much talk about how to finance your business, how to get money, get funding to set up your startup, and how to get a loan from the bank or from business angels or from seed financing, from Series A financing, Series B financing, Series C financing rounds, and so on and so forth. But the key concept, the psychological concept, that you don't have these protective rings, which I mentioned at the beginning, that they are no longer around you, this is very rarely communicated. And this you have to bear in mind. You are alone out there when you set up your own business. It's a weird feeling, but you either swim on your own or you sink. When I was, I think, 3 or 4 years old in south of France, I went once to my parents at the pool and in the French Côte d'Azur, and told them, Mom and Dad, I can swim now on my own. I said, really? How did you do that? Yeah, well, I said, I taught it to myself. They said, we don't believe you. Show us, please. So I took the swimming ring for kids. They said, well, with the ring, everyone can swim above water. So I said, it's not a big deal. I said, wait, please. So I went into the pool of the hotel, started swimming with the ring, and in the middle of the pool, I threw the ring away and started swimming on my own. So this moment, which I've never forgot again in my life, and my mother took pictures of me, even very proud. It was a cheering moment for my parents, also my elder sister, that I threw away the ring and swam on my own. I never forgot. And this is exactly what is entrepreneurship about. You throw away rings. The rings are missing around you, the protective rings, and you are on your own. You plan, you organize yourself, you motivate yourself, you get yourself back on the ground when you have a setback. There are many setbacks on your way in entrepreneurship. If you do it long term, there's no doubt. This is what entrepreneurship is all about. And bear this in mind when you're on your own out there, everything changes. Changing job from company A to B is relatively easy, but giving up your monthly paycheck, your employment contract, giving up your protective rings, that you, in the sense that you have a department around you, that you have co-workers around you, that you have a boss above you, that you have an HR department, that you have a legal department, that there is also a section in the company which provides food in the in the company-owned restaurant. This is a major change, major shift in your life if you opt for the version, I do my own company, I become my personal stock. And this personal stock, which is not listed at any stock exchange, is valued every day. And the value is decided by yourself. How you plan, how you finance, where you save money, if you save money, if you reduce costs, and if you increase revenues. Revenues minus costs is profit. Maximizing profit, optimizing profit is what the entrepreneurial journey is all about. Thank you, and good luck to you.